So day 2 starts off with just me pretty much starting off in the save loading menu, getting out of this perilous waters from this chest, having a little bit more resources than I did before, just kind of describing what happened at the first point. I have one arrow, it's singular normal arrow. Other than that, I have fire arrows. I get back to the mainland, just kind of run around for a little bit, find a chest in the water again under this metal beam. I grab it, hope for a weapon or something, and I think all I get from this is an opal. And in this moment I hated it. And then I try and get to these 2 chests you can see here, trying to just get to them. I get to this one box, see, okay, I can travel it, and then I just drown. And then I try and do this again, and drown. And then I try and do it for a third time, or then after both 2 times failing, I decided to just grab a free easy Korok. Grabbed it, I met him, he was a nice little fellow, and then I try and do it for a third time, die, which is awesome. I love dying again and again and again. And then I just jump for joy for some stupid reason because I forget the controls, and then I die again, and then I get this boulder, I see it, I'm like, I can make it, nope, die again, and I get a game over. And then after that, I just pretty much give up on that method, grab the metal rod, attach it to this island, which was the easiest way to do it. I don't know what I was doing beforehand. Got some fire arrows, which was nice, and then got some ice arrows as well, which was also nice, but it also kind of sucked because I wanted normal arrows in this moment. But it was like, whatever. And then I struggle fiddling with this camera, trying to mark shrines, and that was great. Just stinkingly cooked if I don't hit it. It didn't blow anything up, and we're cooked. Oh, we're so cooked. Okay. Blank one. We don't need to do this game. I don't think we've called upon this. This isn't. Master mode, but you don't need this. Here we go. After that rage-inducing, almost rage-quitting event, I am able to lift my spirit seeing a chest, and in this moment I'm hoping for both a weapon or some sort of arrows, and in the moment I just get a stupid amber. After that, I just climb on the walls of these ruins to allow myself not to try and get targeted by some guardians, because at this moment I don't need that in my life. I have too much stress. And then I find another EX, another chest from the DLC, allow myself to get it, find the Nintendo Switch shirt, which was my lucky shirt, and got some drip. And then I hop into the Bomb Trial Shrine, and then get some more data from a nice little crystal, and pretty much just allow the data to just drip onto my tablet. And usually I don't put water on my electronics, but I guess this one's okay, because it's data water. So I get the data water, it's super nice, see a nice little hand just trying to grab my leg for some reason. That's nice. Get some more tablets for this thingamabob for my tablet, get some bombs, blow myself up, almost kill myself in this moment. I've got like a half a heart, and that was all worth one singular chest, which is great. But in that chest I did finally get a weapon, which did lift my spirits, which was really, really nice. And then I pretty much am just jumping between these platforms, I don't know why, miss completely and kill myself, which was nice. I love just getting into this area and just killing myself, and then I just pretty much do it the right way, go to the path with the chest, get over to the platform with the chest, and get a nice little amber again. And I just walked away, or just ran away from it, and didn't even think about what happened to get that. And then I run over to the platform, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this quick, I'm gonna do this easy, I'm gonna do this the right way. So I throw a square bomb, blow it up for some stupid reason, completely not even trying to do it the right way. And mind you, this is a 24-hour challenge, so I'm trying to do it with the speed and quickness. I'm not doing it right now. I'm waiting, and then I just watch my bomb get launched over, blow it up at a horrible time. It doesn't even do anything. And then I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna launch myself over there. Let's see how this works. Launch myself. I don't even make it all the way, which is just awful. And then I just find out, oh, I really just did this the stupid way. Pretty much completed the shrine in a way faster fashion, or way slower fashion than I could have. Pretty much being like, okay, this is nice. And I'm just, right now in this moment, I'm wondering, oh, I wonder what this ball is, because I've always wondered that, and I don't think that was a good that was a really good waste of time. So I complete the shrine again. I'm able to get it. That's 2 out of the 4 shrines I needed. Got another spirit orb, and then I decided to go outside in the middle of the night, beat up a Keese with a broken arm of a moving skeleton, grab another one from my inventory, see a couple of just nice little guys who are just chill, get a nice little Boko Bat, just kill the one skeleton, see another Keese, kill the other skeleton, grab Bro's arm, and then I find another one, kill the other skeleton, find a Keese, kill that Keese, take some new materials, just run around, just having a good time. And then I decide to just go bum rush these two guys with 2 weapons, just throw this, and then more zombies decide to pop out of the ground. So I'm just getting rushed by like 5 people, and then I'm just grabbing Bokoblin arms, and now I'm just getting cooked up right in this moment. I'm like, what am I doing here? I don't know, but let's try whatever I'm doing here. And I decided to pull out my claymore instead of like a Boko Bat, or even run. And I'm like, let's fight like a man, and I die to a skeleton. And I get hit with the game over again. And then, after I've learned from my mistakes, I just go around them, go into the forest, find a nice little fire, thinking it's enemies, turn the corner, and I see the old man, and I'm very confused in this moment, and I am like, he's a witch. He's using teleportation hacks. I feel like just in this moment, I don't understand how he can be in 5 places at once. I feel like he's using TP hacks or something, and he's just TPing so fast that you cannot get to him without him just TPing. So, and then I just walk over a Korok seed, which is nice. I just didn't care at the moment. I think I was too depressed to even care. And then I just head on over to this nice little fire that I see. Get some food, light it with a torch if you didn't know what I lit it with. Get some food going, because I desperately need some food. Like, desperately. Finally get some seasoned mushroom. Then I start climbing over to this little base. Pretty much go in there and just ransack it. Just steal everything around there. Just steal everything. I just take all the peppers. I take legit all of it. Like, I'm just taking everything. I take all the shrooms. And then I just run, because I have like no HP, lose stamina, almost get hit by this guy. I don't know why I almost turned back and tried to fight him, and I just taunted him, and I went on this wall, and I was just chilling there, and I just sat there for a good just couple of minutes, like, huh, this is really worth it. I just eat a couple of apples because they're nutritious and they keep the doctor away, which is awesome. And then I just eat some, hopefully not meat, but I do eat like a little silent shroom there, I think. And then I just grab just snipe a Bokoblin and just end him with a nice little Bokoblin arm. And then I just take his spear and I run away. And in all of that, and then more stupid zombies come out of the ground. I just am like, I'm not dealing with you today. So I just get them quickly both unalived anymore, which is awesome. And then I just turn around, see that one Bokoblin who tries to target me, but really can't get down. And I just see his bud run away. And then I traverse like a little bit of ground, see a nice little hut, which I know is the old man hut, because I have played this game before. At least like twice. Beat it once. But I'm just running around, see a base. I decide to not even try and test it. At this moment in time, I'm just like, I don't think I need to test my luck. Because my luck is awful, as you guys can see. I've already died like 15 times. So I'm just running around, kind of just inspecting the place. and I remember that I can get like a piece of armor from him. So I'm like, okay, and I just go in here before I get the armor, steal all of his stuff, just drop like a torch in his room. And I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna take his axe, I'm gonna take this, and then I'm gonna wake you up, and I just shake him until he wakes up. And then he just gets mad at me, and I'm like, what are you doing? And then he's saying he's sleeping, and he forces me to go set out a stupid fire outside, so I just take the rest of his stuff in anger. And I just take a nice little pot lid, which is because that's about all I got. And then I just sit in the fire till morning. And then I just hear the nice little jingle of waking up in the morning from the fire. Walk on over to dude's house, or walk on over to bro's house. Bro TP teleported away from me. I'm just like, where did he go? He teleported again. I'm like, you can't just say you're here and then be there. And then I just see bro just chopping down a tree, and I'm just wondering to myself, why am I doing this stuff for him again? And then I ask him what he's doing again, and then he's telling me he's chopping a tree down, which it's kind of like Captain Obvious, no duh. And then he pretty much tells me, I want you to cut this tree down for me. I'm gonna go walk back to my house. And I'm just like, maybe this is getting somewhere. So I do it, break the tree, yoink the wood, and then I'm just like, okay, it's time to run on over to bro. And then I ask him, or interrupt him again. He says he can keep the wood, which I don't care about. And talk to him again, ask what he's doing again, and he's just saying he's going back to his house, and he's saying I can use his bed, which is a little weird, in my opinion. But I'm like, okay, whatever. And I just run all the way back to his house, grab some stuff, because I know I'm going to a cold place next. So I just get some stuff, make some more food, and then I make the weakest thing I've ever made. I run on over, just trying to inspect the area out, getting ready to go over to the Stasis Shrine, and I'm getting ready to cut down some trees. For some reason, do a 360, do a jump of joy, and then I just try and break a tree. Almost failed it miserably. Got 2 Koroks leaves just dropped on my head. I was like, you know what? These are pretty useful. Let's try and use them. So I dropped my one skeleton Boko arm, and then I start moving along the log. Luckily, don't fall into the void, which is very good. Don't need that happening to me. And then I just kind of run on over, grab an acorn, get instantly spotted by 2 bokoblins. I just am like, what weapon should I use? And I just grab a boko club, and then I just flurry rush the guy. Instantly fails, I don't know why. And then I almost get stabbed. Flurry rush the guy again, the exact same guy. Start whacking him, just keep whacking him. And then I just go for him again, get hit, die. And I don't know why I had to die there, but I did. Go back over there, shoot one guy with an arrow, didn't get a headshot. Shot him again, didn't get a headshot, got stabbed. And then got hit again, very low HP. Realized this finally. And then I just grab a nice baked apple, block one of the shots, just knock that guy out. And then this other bokoblin starts doing a whirly bird with his stick. Don't know why, but he decides to do it. So I'm just continuing, trying not to die. And I try and go for the guy with the Boko stick. Almost get whirly birded again. Get an apple. Lose my Boko shield. And at this point in the fight, I should have just ran, but instead I just decide to pull my pot lid out and just test my luck. Legit flurry rush, hit a tree instead of the dude. More than that was just a waste. Grab my own Boko stick, and I just start and then it gets badly damaged, of course, because why wouldn't it? Grab another apple, run into my weapons page, grab another Boko club, get hit again, and then I'm low again on food, or on health, so I just get some more seared steak. And then I just flurry rush, don't know how, that was the most blatant flurry rush ever. Just keep whacking him, okay? I just look away for like 2 seconds, because I'm like, okay, I need to change my weapons. Or, no, I was needing to change my bow, actually. And then I just find out, oh, he dropped the stick into the void. So pretty much I found out the fight was a waste. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna run along. So I just decided to just run away, grabbed a nice apple, and was just getting beat up with punches and rocks at this point. So it was just a complete waste of time in this battle. I don't know why I decided to do this at all. Like, it was just such a bad thing for me to even try and do. So stupid to do, but I decided to do it. So I just start climbing the mountain, get to the shrine, and I, for some reason, try and save, but I don't need to save at this moment. And I'm low on health again. And I just grabbed some, or I was actually thinking of grabbing apples, and then I just decided to grab some steak, and then a Hyrule herb. And then I still have no stamina, don't realize that. And then I do a jump for joy again, put my weapon up, put it back. I don't know what I'm doing, almost fall off the ledge. I don't know why. I mean, I was a mess in this. This is horrible. But I just see a nice little rush room, keep my eyes on it, and then I'm going for the next ledge as well, just not trying to die from fall damage or anything. We get a nice rush room, then we go on over, then just recover my stamina really good. I jump for joy again, trying to climb on the wall. I don't know why. I use a massive amount of stamina, another massive amount, get the rush room, almost die. Like, that was like by a pixel in my opinion. By the way, we don't need to die by fall damage. Wink. But just continue up the mountain. I'm already halfway down my stamina, which it kind of sucks. I get another rush room, accidentally do it, and die. I don't know why. That was not a good turn of events. So I head on back, just raring to go, heading up the mountain. I didn't face those bokoblins again, luckily. So I'm just heading up the mountain, having a nice jolly old time. Super nice. Just get some more rush rooms. Super cool. I'm like, okay, this is nice. Okay. And then I do this, and then I made like a really weird noise there. I don't know what the noise was, to be fully honest. It was like a weird screech. But I was able to make it to the shrine, luckily. After the dying of fall damage, which is awful. Just awful. For some reason, don't skip. Sat there for a while, so I just clipped it out for a while. Then I got into the stasis trial, ran over, put my tablet into this weird pedestal. Super nice, super awesome. It lit up, and then it's saying it's getting authenticated, which I already thought it was authentic. And then I get a nice little water droplet again onto my electronic, which is just super goated and just awesome. Just so amazing that I get water on my tablet, and it somehow upgrades it. I wish technology was like that these days. But moving on from that topic, we get the nice rune, get the nice stasis, which is very helpful if it gets upgraded, but I'm not going to be doing that. Stops a boulder from trying to just fly and just actually flatten me, and just move along. And then I actually turn around, do a 360, turn around, fail to break it, and then I see a nice chest. And then I almost get crushed again by one of the balls. Almost didn't stasis it. Finally stasis it. Then I run over to a chest that was pretty free. I get the chest. And it gives me a nice little traveler shield, which is nice. And then I just finished the shrine off. Got past that boulder you guys saw there in frame. And then I just got through the shrine, which was really nice. I got through it decently. Which is lucky, I'm not gonna lie. Very, very lucky. I don't know. It's just been a rough time. I'm able to get 3. I'm now only 1 away, which is the difficult one, which is in the ice biome of the Great Plateau. And if any of y'all are a true Zelda fan, you know this place sucks. And I'm really scared of seeing what's gonna happen later in this. I'm not gonna lie. So, finally just get out of the shrine. Just chill in the Great Plateau, find a chest, try and get this rock off of the chest, fail miserably. So I'm just poking a rock, somehow it's gonna move it, and then it moves, magically. And I just get the chest, and it has inside a traveler's bow, which is pretty much wasteful. Because if you look at my bows, they're really all the same power, but I do drop a Boko bow because it's 1 more power, which really doesn't matter. So I just grab the traveler's bow. move on. I was going to start hitchhiking there, but I actually didn't. So I actually just moved along and actually just teleported back to the Shrine of Resurrection just to get a better vantage point to the shrine. Just try and find a better place to go to, which, I sort of did it. And you guys will find out in a minute, but I just wandered out of the Shrine of Resurrection, which is kind of like, just waddling along pretty much, which was kind of a waste of time, but whatever. Just kind of moved, and then I just found another Bokoblin base, shot one guy with an ice arrow. I don't know what I was doing, and then his friend slid him all the way. I get yelled at by one of them, which is hilarious to see, and then I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna burn this one that's chasing me. So I burn him, and I just go poke, 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 and then I poke the other guy, and the guy I'm facing right now has no weapon, which is kind of pointless to kill him, but I was just kind of like, you know what, you're a turd. So I threw him off the ledge of destruction, did a nice 360. Found out my Traveler Spear was about to break, broke on me, got a Boko Spear, started just going at it, trying to get this stupid Boko Club from this guy. And mind you, his friend behind me is still frozen. I don't know how, completely whiffed that, by the way. I think he finally became unfrozen. I'm just losing like all my weapons. Grabbed my guy's Boko Club, smacked him in the face. He's one hit, dies, and I see this other Bokoblin, and I just kind of decide to just run by him, take their seared steak, and just leave. I don't even care. I'm just like, okay, I'm done. So I just leave. He tries to throw a barrel at me. Kind of fails miserably in my opinion, and I just run off, and I just never come back, which is hilarious. And I just walk over, sort of into the ice biome. Walk on over, instantly get frozen. So I'm just kind of just activated my 10-minute meal, walk over to this bridge that you guys can see here, the metal bridge of awesomeness, and I instantly get frozen to death by water because I suck at Zelda for some reason. Then I go back to the bridge from a little plateau you guys saw me in a little bit ago. I finally just take my time, get it. I get spotted by Bokoblin. I'm like, I'm gonna run. He misses me completely. I get shocked and get trick-shotted into the water and instant die. I just get shocked, died, never came back. And then for the third time, for some reason, I stasis the platform, which is stupid. And then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna finally do it. So I magnesis it. I'm just trying to get into the angle that I need it. I'm almost getting shot by that guy, or I thought I was. Fail to do that correctly. Finally get it into place, which is really nice. Just get into place, trying to just move along. Really scared this guy, and this guy stinking tries to snipe me, and I'm just like, you don't see me. Peekaboo, you don't see me. So I'm just kind of just chilling there, and I have another guy chasing me, and I have fire arrows for some reason equipped, and I'm like, you know what? This guy ain't worth it. So I'm just do a 360 again, try and hit this other Bokoblin, miss miserably, and then I'm just like, okay, I gotta hit, and I just sprint off the metal, hope I don't get shock arrowed, turn, look at him in the face, and I'm just doing happy jumps at this point, just jumping for joy. Kill all three of the kill two of the keys, kind of just ignore the rest. And then I just see the nice little balloons, dodge an arrow, luckily, I would have died there, and knock him into the water. And he went bye-bye. And then I did also see that he had a chest, so I saw the chest and I was like, and at the moment I had no clue I was going to get that. So I was like, you know what, let's kind of cheese it a little maybe? So I just decided to grab this the metal for the bridge, kind of just ripped it off, and I kind of just used it as a platform, which I was not doing it right. This was like awful. And then I decided to walk off and die from water. So I completely miserably failed at. Start again, TP like right next to him, just bonk him in the face. And I just walk on the platform, and these guys are just not even going to try and shoot. So I just get some shock arrows, get the stuff. I don't even think I care. And then I get a nice shoulder's bow, which is better than that spiked Boko bow, which is hilarious that I even passed it up, because I could have taken it. But I dropped that, traveler's bow, as you can see here, and then I just continued on with the soldier's bow, which was nice. And I was really scared I was going to die here, but luckily my luck sort of turned around. And then as you move, then I finally got off the stupid mountain hill thing, finally got to the shrine, and then I just get almost pelted with like 3 snowballs, and instead of maybe just going around this base, I decided to be like, you know what, it'd be hilarious if I somehow kill these guys. So I grabbed some fire arrows, not ice arrows, and I'm just like, you see those bomb arrows or bomb barrels? I completely whiffed on them, and I have like 5 bokoblins on me now. Fail a flurry rush, die, which sucks. And I felt like an idiot, and I rolled down the hill. And then I just decided to skip it entirely. Finally climbed up the hill. Saw a chest from the Master's EX. Decided to just skip it for now. Went to the shrine. Saw another chest in the water over there. Activated the shrine. And ran in there. Finally just got in there, which was lucky. Got and put my tablet back in there. Into this nice little pedestal. And then it's saying it's being authenticated again, which I thought we've already done this 3 times, which kind of sucks. And then I get my final little water droplet, hopefully, onto this tablet of mine, and it's awesome. And it finally gets my final upgrade, hopefully. Upgrade 9.5. It's like the same, it's like an iPhone at this point. It's a new version every like 30 minutes. Find this guardian, just kind of put an ice block. I thought he couldn't see me, or I knew he couldn't see me, so I'm like, you know what, it'd be funny if I just dropped the bomb on him. Dropped the bomb on myself, blew myself up, and didn't even kill him. So I get a game over there, which is great. Go back into the shrine, just revamp it, and I think he doesn't see me. Nope, he just quick snipes me, just kills me real fast. He just says, you're not welcome here. So instead, I just finally decided to just feel fate and just walk up to this chest, because I've skipped it like 2 or 3 times now. Get the chest, open it, hope for a good weapon or armor, and I get 5 bomb arrows. So after all that trouble, I'm now just trying to juke out this stupid guardian. I juke him out a little bit, and I'm thinking about just moving on, but I'm like, but I know there's a chest, so I'm just trying my best to just use the ice blocks to my advantage. It's like, for some reason he's not shooting me in this moment. He shoots me, barely misses, thanks to that ledge, and then I just open the chest and get a traveler's spear, which is and then I'm just kind of like, okay, I'm just gonna move on. So I'm jumping as much as I can, and then I just move on past him, which is amazing. And then I see the final end of the shrine, and I just run on up there with joy, because after like maybe 1.5 hours, maybe even more, maybe even 3 hours of just work, I got all the shrines, 4 out of the 4 shrines completed. Skip the cutscene, get the final spirit orb, thankfully, and I get out of the final shrine from the stupid place, which is awesome. Then I get interrupted by the old man again, and then he's just talking my ear off, blah blah blah. And then he's just like, you need to go do this thing, imagine X or whatever on my map. And I'm kind of like, I already know this, because I've played the game multiple times. And he's just telling me what to do. And then he just is legit hitting the magic part, and he just disappears. And I'm like, okay. So I just kind of move on, don't really care. Just in this moment, I'm hoping for the paraglider. Instead, nope, he just says, no, I need you to meet here. So I just jump in the water, almost die from the freezing cold water, and then I'm just going for this chest, failing miserably, mind you. Like, I mean, I am failing miserably. Jump for joy, just die. As you can see there, for some reason I overestimated a jump. Finally got the chest onto a platform, slid on the chest, made it fall off, which kind of made me cry, I'm not gonna lie, it was really saddening. And I just was like, okay, here we go. Kicked the chest open. Got a nice opal. So I just start making my way back. And, this happens. After that disappointing event, I just went to another Bokoblin base, which was the one by the side of the mountain, stole their nice seared steak, and teleported away in front of their eyes. Never to see them again. Which is hilarious. Just TP. I just did /TP commands. That's good. But moving on, just go back to the Shrine of Resurrection because I'm having to go to the Temple of Time. Blah blah blah. Get on over to just this like pond or whatever. Almost run out of stamina, and I just am kind of moving on from the Temple of Time, which is really nice. And then I'm just drop down. It's kind of stupid drop down, but whatever. Walk into this weird area that has like nothing for some reason. And then I'm just kind of like, okay, I'm just going to go up the stairs, get to the Temple of Time. We're going to have a great day, which is super nice. But, of course, while I'm walking up the stairs, I have to find out that there's a bokoblin guarding the entrance. So I just ready my weapon, shoot him, fail miserably, somehow don't even get a whack him with the boko club. By the way, I was trying to say I was trying to whack him, or didn't even get a headshot. Got another boko arm. Whacked him again. He just drops his weapon. I just dropped him. He points at me like, and I'm like, yes, I did this. He hits me, and I hit him back, and he dies. And the guard is down. So I just kind of am looking around a little bit, and I actually find a chest that I had no clue existed. Like, at all. Like, I guess I just never found it in that corridor. Break a pot for some reason, I don't know why. But I just found it. Traveler's bow, which is kind of just stupid, and I'm just like, you know what? I don't need this, so I just left. And I really didn't. I had like a whole loadout of like 12 power bows or 18 power, so I just left it. And I finally got to the statue, and then it was just gleaming with light for some reason, and I'm like, where's the light coming from? It's not even that dark, or there's not even the sun out right, really. And then I was just, and in this run, I'm gonna want more heart containers to stamina. Don't judge me. Mainly because it's the way it's gonna have to be. So yeah. So we just kind of get the heart container, which is super nice. Giving me an extra heart is also very valuable, so I have to have 4 hearts instead of 3, so I'm not dying for maybe, 2 hits from a weapon, like a boko club, hopefully. And then I hear, ho, again, and he just screams at me with his just nice yell. And then he says, here I am, get up here quickly. And then he just vanishes by walking, which is like, okay. He just says, get up here now, and then just leaves me in the dust. Find the nice little ladder that was prepared for me. Just sprint up the ladder, just jump, grab it the whole way up, and I'm just climbing. Get some stamina, or get my stamina regained, and then I'm like, I'm gonna jump, and completely whiff it. Almost die. I thought I died in this moment. I was like, oh, well, I died. That was that. Go back, for some reason, sniff a wall. I don't know if I thought it smelled nice, but I don't know why. Just continue to climb up a ladder. Get up the ladder, which is really nice. Just get on the roof, which was kind of the easiest way to do this. And then I just see the old man, and I'm just running along. And then I finally reach him, which is amazing. And then a flashback occurs, or a whole cutscene occurs. So I'll let you all listen to this.
"Run there, young one. Now then, the time has come to show you who I truly am. I was King Rome Bosphoramus Hyrule. I was the last leader of Hyrule, a kingdom which no longer exists. The Great Calamity was merciless. It devastated everything in its path, a century ago. It was then that my life was taken away from me. And since that time, here I have remained in spirit form. I did not think it wise to overwhelm you while your memory was still fragile. So rather than that, I thought it best to assume a temporary form. Forgive me. I think you are now ready to hear what happened 100 years ago. To know Calamity Ganon's true form, one must know the story from an age long past. The Demon King was born into this kingdom, but his transformation into malice created the horror you see now. Stories of Ganon were passed from generation to generation in the form of legends and fairy tales. But there was also a prophecy. The signs of a resurrection of calamity.
My mic is muted. Wow, that's embarrassing. Anyways, I need to say I'm just gonna say something, so hope y'all are enjoying.
We decided to heed the prophecy and began excavating large areas of land. It wasn't long before we discovered several ancient relics made by the hands of our distant ancestors. These relics, the divine beasts, were giant machines piloted by warriors. We also found the Guardians, an army of mechanical soldiers.
We can put them in the mountains over here. It's fine.
This coincided with ancient legends, oft repeated throughout our land.
Why?
We also learned of a princess with a sacred power, and her appointed knight, chosen by the sword that seals the darkness. It was they who sealed Ganon away using the power of these ancient relics. 100 years ago, there was a princess set to inherit a sacred power, and a skilled knight at her side. It was clear that we must follow our ancestors' path.
That was earned, not Link.
We selected 4 skilled individuals from across Hyrule and tasked them with the duty of piloting the divine
he's goated
beasts.
except for this one right here. Hate him.
With the princess as their commander, we dubbed these
3
pilots
out of the 4 of them are
champions,
goated.
a name that would solidify their unique bond. The princess, her appointed knight, and the rest of the champions were on the brink of sealing away Ganon.
I'll say why once I get to his stupid
But
divine
nay,
beast. But
Ganon was cunning, and he responded with a plan beyond our imagining. He appeared from deep below Hyrule Castle, seized control of the Guardians and the divine beasts, and turned against us. The champions lost their lives, those residing in the castle as well. The appointed knight bravely wounded and collapsed while defending the princess. And thus,
I'm just gonna skip this. I'm sorry, y'all. It's just main story of it is just Hyrule Castle, pretty much like they tried to prepare for it. Everything pretty
my
much just
dear Zelda,
blew up in their face. That's
and
pretty
the
much
courageous
Zelda's
knight
technically
who protected her right up to the
that was
very
in the
end.
cutscene.
That knight was
And
none
then this
other
is
than
just the
you.
conversation of I'm just gonna
You
kind of
fought
spoil it down.
valiantly
It's just
when your
them two
victim
talking.
unfortunately
He's just
turned.
saying that it's like Link's the one who
then
protected Zelda. Blah blah blah.
You
blah,
were
blah.
taken to the shrine
He's
of
coming back at that
resurrection.
100 years
Here
later,
you now
and
stand,
King Ronan's
revitalized.
So just trying to get through this because this is kind of like I've been through it. So now I get the paraglider. Finally, and after all of the work, we finally got the paraglider and completed our first main quest, the Isolated Plateau, which is amazing. We finally don't have to deal with him anymore. And then he tells us that he's pretty much told him everything, and then he tells us to save Hyrule, and he vanishes. And now we have a new main quest, which is to destroy Ganon, and we get another soldier's bow, which is nice, and I decide to just see what I can drop for the soldier's bow, and I decide to drop my final traveler's bow in my inventory. I also get another main quest, Seek Out Impa, and I get the soldier's bow, and that is the end of day 3.